Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hoop Money here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about how Tesla sold Bitcoin. Yes, they sold every last bit of their Bitcoin. They're out on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gonna crash right now. Sell your Bitcoin if you haven't already. Guys, I'm just joking around with you. Tesla did sell their Bitcoin, but they did not sell all of their Bitcoin. We're going to be going over the details in this video. If you guys don't mind leaving an early like on the video, I would be very appreciative of that. So drop down there, turn that like button into a blue, and all things will be good. And without further ado, we're going to get right into the details of this Bitcoin transaction. Alright, so as you can see, here we are on the street crypto edition, and we can see that Tesla sold some of its Bitcoin for $272 million in Q1, but they're still holding over $1.3 billion of Bitcoin. So let's break this down. So Tesla just released their earnings report, and back in February they purchased $1.5 billion worth of crypto, and now they hold $1.5 billion worth of crypto after its sale in Q1. So in their earnings report, on the statement of cash flows, Tesla reported proceeds from the sale of digital assets with $272 million in proceeds. We look over on their report right here. This is their statement of cash flows. As you can see, purchases of digital assets and proceeds from sales of digital assets. They had $1.5 billion in proceeds. I apologize that this is very small right here, but here is the $272 million of sale of Bitcoin. So that is something to pay attention to. If Bitcoin keeps going up, obviously Tesla is going to be trimming their position. That's what it looks like right now. Tesla also noted in their report that their cash balance has decreased due to its large purchase of Bitcoin. Now, checking their balance sheet, as you can see, as of December 31st, 2020, they had around $19.3 billion in cash, which did go down to $17 million in cash. So some other cash was spent, but also it decreased mostly because of their $1.5 billion purchase of Bitcoin. Quarter end cash and cash equivalents decreased to $17.1 billion in Q1, driven mainly by a net cash outflow of $1.2 billion in cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin purchases, net debt, and finance lease repayments of $1.2 billion, partially offsetting the free cash flow by $293 million. Guys, this is a very interesting thing to see out of Tesla, given that they just bought it back in February. Obviously, they anticipated large swings in holding Bitcoin, as any Bitcoin hodler would. Bitcoin is a very volatile asset. It goes up in price, it goes down in price. Tesla trimmed their position, $272 million worth of this position. What do I think of this? Guys, I think that this is probably going to pave the path for how other corporations deal with Bitcoin. They are going to trim their positions if it goes up a lot. It makes me question whether corporations and big players are in it for the long-term hodl, or if they are just trying to make a profit in the short term with Bitcoin. As far as Bitcoin's price goes, yes, it is a volatile price and it goes up and down. However, we did have the intentions that they would be holding Bitcoin for the long term once they did that $1.5 billion investment. And if they're trimming, do they really think this coin is going to keep increasing in value? Because if I were a Bitcoin holder, I wouldn't be trimming my position if I thought it were going to 100,000. So this is something to pay attention to. This is something you need to be looking at on every financial statement of Tesla and of Square and of MicroStrategy and any other corporation that does have Bitcoin, because that's how we are going to be playing this. Bitcoin did run a lot in the past on the hype of institutional investments, and it ran on the fact that Tesla bought Bitcoin alone. So if corporations are going to be doing this buying and selling and like this trading in the background, that is some cause for concern, because when you compare this to the cash on their balance sheet, they still have plenty of cash on the balance sheet. So it was not like they were just trying to hold Bitcoin as a source of cash on their balance sheet. They are profiting from it, so that just shows their intentions with Bitcoin. And even though they still have $1.3 billion worth of Bitcoin, it is definitely something to pay attention to. I would want to take profit too if I had billions of dollars invested in Bitcoin. However, I'm not Tesla, so this is really up to them. If anything we can take away from this, it is to not just judge something based off of the surface alone. When we see that Tesla buys $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, maybe we should question that. Maybe we can see that, oh, they might not be in it for the long term. They might just be a short-term profit swinger. Who knows? Tesla and Elon Musk in particular are always throwing curveballs at people, so I am not surprised at all with anything that has gone on with this company. I personally love Tesla. They're one of my largest holdings. I think Tesla is going to be doing some phenomenal things in the future. Leave a comment down below of what you think of this transaction. I think it's pretty cool that they're trading Bitcoin in general. However, I would have liked to see them hold on to this position at least for another quarter or two, or at least until they lost money. I don't know. I just wanted to see them believe in Bitcoin rather than just sell them. But, you know, they're a corporation. They have to report the best as possible, so they can do them. Anyways, that's all I got for the video for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. This one was a short one, but I wanted to bring this to your attention because it is pretty big news in the stock market and in the cryptocurrency space. So without further ado, that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.